we will see what is a database and how we can create a table in the database, like how the data are stored in the database.
Okay.
Okay. Database, we'll see tables, how the data are stored in the database. Okay. Before going to that, let me explain the data warehousing overview. So this will be a theoretical part. So overview of data warehousing. That is the architecture of data warehousing.
Okay.
So I think you will be able to see the screen. So
yes.
We have something called operational system, ERP, CRM. Okay. So ERP means enterprise resource planning. ERP means enterprise resource planning. CRM means customer relationship management. So for example, if I'm explaining the things what you know, you can just stop me and I can just move to other thing. Enterprise resource planning. So in a data warehouse, we get the data from these type of sources, ERP and CRM. CRM means like a billing system, a billing application. For example, when we go to a medical shop or when we go to a grocery shop, so there will be some billing, point of sale thing, and there will be billing, and whenever we purchase anything, our details, customer details will be saved. What is your name? He will ask and put all the things. So these things will be saved in the application. So this is the data source. So data will be collected through ERP or CRM. Okay. CRM is a customer relationship management. For example, if you buy a car, means our customer data will be completely stored in the salesperson. So after some time he will ask for a service, all those things. So that ERP means enterprise resource planning. So for an enterprise, let us consider a manufacturing company. Let us consider a product, for example, pharmaceutical company which manufactures medicines. So there will be multiple departments like production department, sales department, HR department, finance department, and multiple departments, marketing, something like that. So in the enterprise, all the departments will be computerized. That is normal. So there will be a common application which will maintain all the department's activity. So that is enterprise resource planning, ERP system. You can say that SAP or some other customized ERP or something like that. So from these applications, we will get the input, that is the data to the database. So the data will be stored in the database from ERP and CRM. Okay.
These are the source, ERP and ERM, and these are source, and they just all the data is collected in the database, right?
Yeah. So normally what we are going to do in our reporting is we are going to extract the data and show it in the report. So we are going to take the data from the database and show it in our report. So that is our reporting part. So where does this data come from? So we need to find the source of the data. So we will get the data inside the database through some application. For example, when we go to and buy a car or bicycle, something like that. So we will give all our details. So customer details will be saved in the database, and multiple number of customers will be saved in the database, and from that we will take a report, how many customers bought bicycle, how many customers bought a car, which type of car, all those things, and we will get a report. So ERP, CRMs are data sources. From ERP and CRM, we will collect the data and put it in the database. So database is place where we store the data. So there are multiple types of database. For example, Oracle, Teradata, and DB2. So we have a lot of databases. I think I don't want to explain all those things. For example, multiple database. Okay. I don't want to. So Oracle is one of the database. Teradata is there. DB2 is IBM product. MySQL is there. MS Access is also a database. Excel is also a small database. Microsoft Excel spreadsheet. It is also a small database. It is also, you can say that Excel is also a reporting tool. We can create report. We can create chart report. We can create a list. We can create a column-based report in Excel also. So Excel can handle only small number of data and it can't process big analytical questions. So Excel is a small database, you can say. Access is there, MySQL, all these things are database. So in database, the data will be there and we have something called data warehouse. So from data warehouse, we will take the data and we will save the, we will create the report. So why can't we take the data directly from the place where it is saved? So what we are doing is we are using some ETL, extraction, transformation, loading concept, something like that, so that the data will be moved to normal database, that is application database, transaction database to data warehouse. So we are doing something. So already the data is saved in ERP and CRM. From there, we are taking the data and so saving in the data warehouse. So why we need a data warehouse? What is the purpose of a data warehouse? Okay. So in the ERP or CRM place, the database will be designed in such a way that it is ready to accept the save the data. It is designed in such a way it is easy to save the data. For example, when we save a data, we will save one by one. So we will not save thousands of records in a single time. So one customer will be added, another customer will be added, another customer will be added. So these type of things will be done in ERP or database. So this database is designed in such a way that it is used for inputting the data. So we have some concept called normalization, first normal, second normal, third normal, star schema, snowflakes, and some multiple logics and multiple concepts which helps to save the data easily. So that is one concept. But from reporting point of view, what we will do, so we will retrieve the data from the database. We will not retrieve single rows. We will retrieve thousands of rows. We will retrieve lakhs of rows. So we need to, the database should be capable of handling that much of load when we take a report. For example, we will take a summary report, a quarterly sales report or half-yearly sales report, something like that. Yearly sales report. So yearly sales report will take all the year's data. So the database load will increase. So in data warehouse, what we will do is we will design the data warehouse such that it is used for retrieving the data. So it should be capable of giving the more number of records to the report, something like that. So this is the difference between normal database and data warehouse. One thing is that. So another thing is, I think you will be able to understand this. If you are not able to get it, please let me know. Okay. So database.
Can you repeat this one? What's the difference between data warehouse and the data?
Okay. Normal database is capable of, that is the application, web application, which is CRM and ERP. That database is designed in such a way that it will store the data one by one. So lakhs of thousands of records will not be stored at the same time. One by one, slowly the data will be inputted and it will be designed in such a way that it will save the data one by one. That is ERP and CRM. Data warehouse, what we will do, data warehouse purpose is it will have lot of data and it will be used to create the reports. So whenever a query or whenever a report is created, it will retrieve huge number of data from the data warehouse and a report will be generated. So this data warehouse will be designed in such a way that it will handle the load. These thousands of records, lakhs of records will be retrieved from the data warehouse and reports will be generated. So the design purpose of that normal database and data warehouse will be different. That is the general idea. One is for saving the data, one is for retrieving the data. So retrieving the data will need to handle multiple loads. Lot of reports will run, which will have, for example, yearly sales report. So it will pull out thousands of records from the database, and that is from the data warehouse, and it will do the database. So it should not be slow, it should be fast. So that is the purpose of data. The difference between normal ERP system and data warehouse. One thing. And another thing is, for example, we are buying a product online. So normally in India, what we will do is we will buy a product. For example, we buy a mobile phone from Amazon, something like that. So when we buy a mobile device, we will enter all our customer details: address, name, phone number, email, all the things. So the customer detail will be saved in the database. Once we buy the product, a row will be created saying that this product is brought, that in database, and this one row will be created such that this product is brought and this customer has brought this product, something like that. After some time, if the product is packed and dispatched, another row will be created. Select this product is dispatched, and I will get a message. So this product is dispatched, and you can track your product, something like that. And after some time, it will say that it has reached this Hyderabad location. And after some time, from Hyderabad, it will come to my Tamil Nadu location. And finally, it says that this is the courier person. His number is this, his name is this, and he will deliver it today evening. So these type of multiple records will be saved for a single sales. For a single sale, multiple records will be saved in the database. But for our reporting purpose, we don't require many of this data. For example, I don't want to see who is the person who delivers the product and what is his mobile number, which courier. All those things are not required for my report. So sales manager needs a report, sales report by something like that. He needs a mobile sales report. So how much mobile sold for this particular month. So he needs only the count, or he needs only the model, something like that. So there are multiple rows, about 5 to 6 rows will be saved in the database during the product delivery, which is not required for reporting purpose. So what I will do is I will clean the data. So data warehouse will have only the cleaned data which is used for reporting purpose. So unwanted data will not be there in the data warehouse. That is one point. So who cleans this data? So there is a process called ETL. So extraction, transformation and loading. Using extraction, transformation, loading, there are multiple tools like Informatica, Data Stage, Cognos Data Stage. Extraction, transformation, loading. So we can see that extraction, transformation, loading. The unwanted data will be removed, will not be moved to the data warehouse. That is second point. And another thing is data warehouse is a place where we store history of data. So for the data will be stored for 5 years, 10 years, something like that. So why we need to store all these things? This is to analyze the data. For example, there is a lot of sales. For example, paracetamol, as an example, let us consider a pharmaceutical product. Paracetamol is a product. The sales of paracetamol is very high during April month, something like that. So this data is to be analyzed. So what I will do is I will compare it with the previous year. So for the past 5 years, the sale of paracetamol 650 mg is high compared to January month. So there may be some issue due to the climatical change or something. There may be fever coming, and due to this, so I can analyze this. So I need to analyze the trend and previous history so that the product can be manufactured more on that particular time. Sales of this product is high, so the supply of the product is to be equal to the sales. So those type of things we need to analyze. So data warehouse will have the history of data. So history of data. So we can also just go through in the net definition of data warehouse and the definition of the ETL process, all those things. So extraction, transformation, loading. Extraction we know. So we are taking it from the source. So source data is extract. Transformation and loading. Loading is a simple method. So saving in the data warehouse, and also the data warehouse will not have the current data. So for example, it will have only the previous day's sales. Current sales will be only in the ERP system or CRM system, and particular database associated with the ERP or CRM. Data warehouse will not have the current data, but it will be loaded. It will have the data based upon the load. So yesterday the load is there, means it will have yesterday's data, something like that. Okay. So extraction and loading we are able to understand. What is transformation? Transforming the data. So for example, unwanted data can be cleaned. That is one thing regarding transformation. Another thing is we need to maintain a common format. For example, we are getting data from multiple sources. For example, one person is saving the data as today's date is 2nd. Another person is saving this as 02/01/2017. Okay. So another person is saving a month, date, and year, something like this. So all the things are correct. So first one is also correct, second one is also correct, third one is also correct. So all the things are correct, which is coming from multiple sources. So from one source I'm getting this date, another source I'm getting this date, another source I'm getting this. So I need to transform this into a common format. So my data warehouse will have a common format, something like 2:1:17. Like that. So I need to transform this format to this format, date, month, year, this format. So these things like this, this is a simple common example. So like this, we will have some other concepts also which needs to be modified with some business logic. So I need to implement some business logic and convert that and put it here. For example, I need to put a percentage, all those calculations, all those things will be there. So a lot of business logics are to be implemented while transforming the data from database, that is a source database, to data warehouse. So that is a ETL process. So ETL is a process, it's a methodology which extracts and modifies the data and cleans the data and load the data into the data warehouse so that the data warehouse is clean and also only the required data is there for reporting purpose. Unwanted data is not there in the data warehouse. Because if you have a lot of unwanted data, for example, if you have all the rows, when we buy online product, we have all the rows, 7 rows. For example, when we buy an online product, there will be 7 rows. Let us consider that there will be 7 rows generated. So if we save all the rows in the data warehouse, then the data warehouse will be very huge. Already it is saving 5 or 6 years data. So it is 7 rows means lot of data will be there. We need a lot of space, and the retrieval time will be also very late. So what we will do is we will convert all the 7 lines. We will take only the necessary required fields from all the 7 rows and put it in a single row. So 7 rows is converted to a single row in the data warehouse, so that it will be easy for retrieving the data. So this is the idea of data warehouse. Why we need to go for a data warehouse. Okay, that is the idea of data warehouse. Okay. So we have something called some terminology. We need to know some concepts like some theoretical things like dimension, facts, OLTP, OLAP. Okay, so these are all very simple. These are all very simple. Dimensions. Okay, we also have something called star schema and a snowflake schema. So let us let me explain what is a fact first. So fact is nothing but what we are looking for. So in a business, what we are looking for, we will look for profit, amount, quantity. So that is our main thing that we need to see. What is the sales? How much amount of revenue we got? How much product is sold? So all these things are amount, revenue, sales, percentage. All these things are fact. That is the main core of the business. Dimension. What is a dimension? And this main fact, all these things will be always in numbers. Most of the time it will be in numbers. Fact or measure. You can say fact or measure. So these will be in numbers. You can add it, something like that. Most of the time it will be in numbers. There are multiple. If you go inside measure, there will be additive measure, non-additive measure. Nothing. A lot of things will be there. So we will not go much deeper into it. This is a fact. Then what is a dimension? Dimension is a, for example, this product. Okay, when we see the star schema, we can see fact. Fact is a sales and profit. You can see in the last one, sales and profit is the fact. What is the dimension? Product. For this product, what is the revenue generated? For first quarter of the year, what is the revenue generated? So time. The first quarter, that is a time dimension. For this customer, how much we have sold it. So customer dimension. Product, for this paracetamol product is sold in how much, what is the revenue of the paracetamol product. Paracetamol product, that is the product dimension. Region, in India how much it is sold, in Pakistan how much it is sold, in US how much it is sold, in Australia how much it is sold. So this is a region dimension. We are looking into the fact or measure in multiple ways. Region dimension, product dimension, customer dimension, time dimension, something like that. These are the common dimensions. So always there will be a time dimension, product dimension, region dimension. Whenever there is a sale, there will be customer. So there will be customer dimension. So these are the common dimensions. Based upon the business, there may be a specific dimensions also. Okay. So as of now, just let me know if you have any questions. If I am not clear, please let me know.
It's fine, sir. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So OLTP. So we have seen dimension fact. OLTP is online transactional processing. All these things are there. You can find all these things in Google it also. Online analytical processing. Okay, so already we have seen spoke about the ERP and CRM system and database or something like that. So transactional processing. So something will happen. Some transaction will happen. Data will flow from one place and it will come again to the another place. For example, I'm going to a medical shop and buying some product, medicines means, and after buying all the things, I'll go to the billing counter. He will enter the medicine. So medicine name, something like that, quantity. So So this will be going to the database and it will retrieve some. If you type the medicine code and the medicine details will be coming here. If you type the 10 quantity means 1 into 10 rupees means it will be it will convert to $100 or something like that. Then it will be saved in the database. So data is coming from the database. After some time, it is also finally saving it in the database. So this is a transaction happening in the database. So this is online transactional processing, where it is known as something like ERP or CRM system. The database related to ERP or CRM system is an OLTP system, online transactional processing. Some data is going in and some data is coming out. So we are able to write something on the database and also get some value, small values. It is not huge value, small values from the database. So online transaction.
You can say that's a daily transaction, just like that. How many products in and how many gone, and the price is also just like that.
Yeah. So daily transaction. That is in a normal web application or a normal standalone application. For example, let's consider you're buying a product means when you go to the billing counter, so will be it is like a daily. Yeah, you're correct. It's like a daily transaction and something like that. So you will get a bill and data will be flow here and there. So there is a normal current data will be saved and retrieved from the database. Small data will be retrieved from the database. Small data will be saved in the database. There is a online transaction process which is associated with the database of CRM and ERP.
ERP.
Customer relationship management or ERP. What is customer relationship? Just for example, there are customers. So if you're having a beauty parlor, okay, so there's a small example, which is not, I'm not saying that 100%, but beauty parlor, there are a lot of customers will be there. So the beauty parlor owner will maintain all the customers' data, and after some time, after 1 month, he will reminder there will be an offer. You come on this day, New Year day, there will be an offer, and there will be something like you have a 1+1 now or something like that. So using the customer data, the business can grow. So that is a CRM. So this customer data and this type of things will be handled in the OLTP system, online transactional process. Online, yeah. Okay, so it is designed in such a way that the data, small units of data is saved in the database and current data will be always active. It will not have very old data, 5 years or 10 years of data, all those things. Only a current data, active customers will be there in the database. OLAP, online analytical processing. So this analytical processing, which is the database which is used to process the details. So how much sales has happened in this month? So what is the reason for the sales? In December, there was a huge sale of cakes due to Christmas and New Year, something like that. So this is a known fact. So in December, the sale of cake will be more. That is a known fact. Like this, there will be multiple unknown fact which will increase the sale or decrease the sale. So we need to analyze those type of things and based upon the history of data, old data. So OLAP is a data warehouse which has lot of old data, and based upon that we are able to analyze the data and come to a conclusion, something like that.
Okay. Yeah, it's
So
you can say that it's a comparison. You just check the previous history, last year data, and take to current scenario. What's going on? Why the sales goes up and why the sales goes down? Right?
Yeah. Yes. That's the thing. So this OLAP is an analytical processing. This is a processing. So in this analytical processing, we have the data warehouse. So that is the data warehouse. Okay. So these are the terminologies we need to understand.
This OLAP is coming from data warehouse, right?
Yeah, OLAP is a data warehouse.
Okay.
So in most of the time, the reporting data warehouse, most of the time we will not write anything in the database, the data warehouse. So we will retrieve the data from the data warehouse. We will take out the data from the data warehouse and analyze the data. That is from OLAP. In OLTP, we will also write the things. We will also save the data. In OLAP, we will use the existing data and we will retrieve the data and analyze the data and come to a conclusion or come to a decision. So that is the idea of OL. There is a difference between OLTP and OLAP. So if you search in net, the difference between OLAP and OLTP, a lot of things will come. So we just this is a basic understanding. Okay, and we have something called star schema. So just these are the theory parts. So we have something called star schema, snowflake schema, and a fact cancellation schema. Okay, the main thing is star schema. So star schema is nothing but the fact surrounded by multiple dimensions. So the center is the fact. That is, the fact is sales and profit. Last two things, sales and profit. The month ID, year ID, all these things are IDs which refer to the dimensions. So fact surrounded by multiple dimensions which look like a star is a star scheme. Okay, this is a concept, theory. Just understand this. Okay. Another thing is snowflake schema. Snowflake schema means that is also a star schema. The dimension having sub-dimension. For example, the customer is having multiple address. So what I will do? I will create another sub-dimension where address will be stored. Same customer can have multiple address. Same product will have multiple. For example, paracetamol is a product brand. Paracetamol 500 mg will be there. Paracetamol 650 mg will be there. So what I will do is I will create another table, another box here near to the product. It is a sub-product. Something like that. That is a snowflake schema. For example, just this is the thing of snowflake schema. Product. So product, I can say the product that it is referring to another dimension. So the product brand is a sub-dimension of a product, and product category is a sub-dimension of a product. So if the data is saved in this format, then it is a snowflake schema. So all these things are tables. Sales is a table, worker is a table, worker product is a position is a table. All these are tables. That is, inside database you will have multiple tables, and this is that. If this structure of this table is like this, then it is a snowflake schema. Star schema, in star schema, if the dimension is having sub-dimension, then it is a snowflake schema. That's it. So if it has sub-dimension, it's a snowflake schema. Okay. So these are the things that we have in the basic things that we have in data warehousing concept. We also have something called drill up, drill down. Just I will drill up, drill down, drill through. Okay, so what is drill up? Drill up, drill down.
Okay, these drill up, drill down, and drill through is these are comes in the reports, right?
Yeah, this will come in the report. So just you will understand what is this.
Okay.
Okay. So drill down. Okay. So for example, I am generating a report, yearly report. So after getting the report, the customer says yearly sales. You want to know, okay, yearly sales is that. So I want to see what is the quarterly sales. So he wants to drill down to the next level, quarterly. So year, quarter, then month, week, days. So if he comes from top to bottom, year, quarter, month, week to date, then it is a drill down. If the report is on monthly basis and he goes to quarter and year, so day, week, month, quarter, year, if it goes up means drill up. So this is that's up, nothing. Drill up, drill down. Drill through. Drill through is something different, not like drill up and drill up. It is another. For example, I am having a summary report. I have only two column report: sales, product, and revenue. Only two columns in the report: product and revenue. So you want to see the detailed report. So what is the product, where, who bought this product, and on which date they brought, and how much quantity of product they is sold, and what is the unit price of the product, and what is the total sales. So there are 10 columns in the report, for example. So there is a summary report and detailed report. So from summary report, I want to open the detailed report means I need to use drill through concept. So when I click on something in the summary report, it will open the detailed report. So opening another report from one report. From a report, if I open another report, then that is a concept of drill through. Okay, I think you will be able to understand these things. These are all very simple, normal concepts.
Can you repeat one time more, drill through?
Okay, drill through. So I have a summary report. I have a summary report which is a very simple report and a detailed report. Two reports are there. So the customer is seeing the summary report. Once he sees the summary report, okay, I don't want, it is having only very less information. So I want to see the complete detail of the things. So what he can do, he can just open the detailed report and see. But he don't know where that detailed report is. So what he will do, he can have a logic in the summary report, whereas when he clicks on some place, it will open the detailed report. So using this drill through concept, we can achieve the link to the detailed report. It is like a hyperlink. So when you go to the web page and click on any link, it will go to the another page, another website, something like that. So it is basic concept is something like this, but we will pass some value from the summary report to detailed report. So going from one report to another report, that is drill through.
Oh, okay. I got it. Thank you.
Okay. So this is the general basic concepts, theory parts in data warehousing. Okay. So what is business intelligence? So we have something called data warehousing, something called business intelligence. So it is not like a completely different thing. Business intelligence is not a completely different thing. Data warehouse is not a completely. Data warehouse is a concept where we have all the data, and business intelligence is a place where we do something to achieve that, to do the business more intelligently. Okay, so we will see the definition of the business intelligence. Business intelligence is the process of transforming data into information into knowledge, and through iterative discoveries, turning knowledge into business intelligence. Okay, so that is something referring to. Okay, we will see that pyramid. So there is a pyramid here. Then below we have something called data, then information, then knowledge, then decision. Okay, so in real-time scenario, what is happening? So in real-time scenario, everywhere it is computerized. There are a lot of data. So if we go to a textile shop, lot of data is there. So the management or the business person inside this thing is confused. He doesn't know how to use the data. So they will have all the billing information, all the inventory information, all the things will be there. Lot of data will be there, but they don't know how to use this data. So it will be always this lot of terabytes and terabytes of space is occupied at the hard disk. So we want to convert that into information. So that is the process of business intelligence. So we will take the data and convert into information into a knowledge, and knowledge into decision. Okay. For example, we have a sales data. There is a shop where we have all the sales data, information. So we will take the data and we will use the data. So we will create a report, something like that. We will try to create the use the existing data and try to create some information. That is the report. So for example, sales of umbrella in the complete year. So we will get some quantity. So 1,000 umbrellas will be sold in the 2016 year. Okay. Sale of umbrella month-wise. So month-wise, when you see month-wise, sale of umbrella in month-wise, for example, in June, July, the sale is more. So we got some information. So from the data, when we get a report, we got some information. So in June and July, there is more sales. Okay. So what is the previous year's sales? We will also compare with the previous year, 2014, 2015, 2013. So in all the years, June and July, the sale of umbrella is high. because it may be a rainy season, something like that. So from that information we get some knowledge. What is the knowledge? During June or July, so it's during rainy season, the sale of umbrella is high. Okay, so this is the uh, limitations of reporting. So after this report, the report will not do any decision. So the report will give some information, and from the information, the business analyst should get the knowledge, and he needs to take a decision. For example, manufacturer of umbrella doing this, we need to put some ad, marketing ad during this particular season. So then only the sales will go high. So some decisions can be taken based upon the existing data. So this is the idea of our report. So that is the business intelligence. Existing data, we are creating the report, and based upon the report, some knowledge is gathered, and we are taking a decision. So that is the idea of business intelligence.
All right. All right.
Okay. Okay. So for example, the right side you can see the data warehouse is there. Using query and analysis tool, we are creating some report, and the president will try to improve the business based upon the report and expand the report. For example, let us consider a pharmacy. I will take another 2 minutes, and we can close for today's session. So let us consider a pharmaceutical company which manufactures paracetamol product. There are 3 types of paracetamol product: paracetamol 650 mg, paracetamol 500 mg, and paracetamol 250 mg. So paracetamol 250 mg is used for kids. Paracetamol 650 and 500 is used for adults. So they are able to find out from the reporting point of view. They are able to find out that paracetamol 250 mg is sales of paracetamol 250 mg is very low. That is the report's output. So the business analyst or the president, what he needs to do, he needs to understand that, he needs to analyze the thing. So why it is paracetamol 250 mg sales is very low. Kids are not using this. So the kids are not getting any issues, something like that. So the reason is that they are using a syrup instead of medicine or a tablet. They are using a syrup. So this tablet will not sell. So there is no possibility of improving the tablet. So this knowledge, from this knowledge, the president will take a decision, and he will eliminate the product. So they will discontinue the paracetamol 250 mg product. So these type of decisions will be taken based upon our report. Manager decisions will be taken based upon our report. So when we eliminate a product, means all its corresponding manufacturing unit and marketing, sales, all the things, copyrights, everything will be waste. So these type of manager decisions will be taken based upon the business. So that this will reduce the loss, and this will increase the. So they will try to increase the paracetamol 650 mg, and they will try to increase the profit, something like that. So this is the idea of business intelligence, and how our report will be used for improving the business, making the business more profitable. Okay. So
a lot of factors also affect that. Maybe product, maybe price, maybe weather, just like that, right? Okay.
Yes. So what we are doing is we are just taking the data and creating the report and providing the information. So the knowledge from that, the business users are getting the knowledge, and the decision is taken by them. So we are going on 2 steps, and other things are done manually. So that is the thing. So our reports are used for higher level decisions. There are multiple types of report. We will create reports for executives, that is company owners, management. We will develop reports for managers. We will develop reports for sales. There is minimum detailed report for small users. Some reports will be used for web and also we will be able to get some reports. So there are multiple types of reports, and we need to create reports based upon that. Some customers will be having more knowledge. Management will not have any knowledge. Just they will not have any knowledge. Just we need to create a report in such a way that they can also understand the things. Another person, business analyst, will be using the report. So we need to create more informative report to them, correct report to them, so that he is able to analyze the business and make some decisions, something like that. So depending upon the customer, the same data can be represented in multiple ways. So compared to ETL, for example, okay, let me take another 2 minutes. In a normal real-time project, for example, there are 15 members in a team. In the development project, in a data warehousing development project, there are 15 members, means 2 or 3 persons will be in ETL part. So they will move the data from the source to data warehouse. So there is a common thing, there is a normal thing, they move. So most of the persons, 1 or 2 framework manager model will be there. Once the framework manager model is completed, that is okay, that is done. Around 10% of the team will be in reporting part, because lot of reports will be need to be generated based upon the customer's requirement. One person will ask, I want a pie chart. Another person will say, no, I don't want a pie chart, I want a detailed report. So the same data can be represented in multiple ways, and the reporting requirement will be more. So there will be a demand, more demand for a report developer than a ETL developer or ETL person. That is what my assumption or understanding is. So if you know reporting part, the number of report developers, demand for number of report developers will be more. ETL developer part will be only very less. 1 or 2 persons will be required for ETL job, and reporting part more persons is needed, because same data can be represented in multiple ways. That is the thing. Okay. So as of now, we will close today's